What's up, guys? It's Mr. Janvid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. And I've been talking all day, bros. Been back and forth. And I wasn't gonna record today, but I decided, you know what? Let's keep this party going, man. Let's keep this momentum going. And we're gonna be using ALOLAN RAICHU, something that was requested by several people. Several meaning maybe two, but more than one. So we got no points. So yeah, we need to crank this shit back up. But we're definitely where we deserve to be. Because if we there, we deserve to be there. Okay, so oh yeah, this is the guy with the banded rack. Don't deal with that well still. Don't deal with Stone Age rack, period. Like, boy, threat. So let's assess. Pinchurikin, what's his hazard control? Potentially Togekiss. So Pinchurikin can only come in on Pex. Kiss probably flinches it to death. It's gonna be tough. I don't have. I'm not sure I'm gonna win this. All right, what overloads him? Dragon is a big problem. So if I play intelligently with Dragon, and my hazards, I'll be good. Wow, this is not easy. Okay. Dragon, choice, Hippo. So I'm actually going to, I'm actually going to lead with my Raichu. Excellent, excellent. It's a big turn. I'm debating whether I should bluff. If I plot and he goes Hippo, we're staring down Hippo versus. Let's see what his initial switch is. Stays in to Air Slash. Don't get that. Don't get that. That was. Oh my fucking god! Please hit. 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 Reward us. Nice. Nice. Very poor play with the Togekiss early on. I don't understand his rationale. Should have hard switched to Hippo there. So let's reassess where we are. I don't. There was no upside to that. I don't understand why. Perhaps he thought I just straight grass nut and he wanted to scout. Yeah. Please hit. No. So he wasn't a buy-in there. Problem is I couldn't let this Hippowdon recover up. And his Hydreigon being gone doesn't really help me. It was never really a major concern. Okay. So we're gonna have to bluff a few things. If he stays in, we pivot back to Toad. I just don't want Toad in versus his Tarak, but decides just gonna set up rocks. Was gonna throw away the Hippo, in fact, and I'm still slow. Why am I lagging tail? We need to change that item. Likely Togekiss coming in. Either way, I didn't think. But he was gonna sack Hippo. It's tough because I don't think my opponent has fleshed out what he wants to do fully, but his Tarak is such a problem that so I really needed to hit the Focus Blast versus Hippo. Hitting the Focus Blast versus Hippo would have changed the game completely. Hitting 2, so he just stays into Wind. Again, not sure what his vision is. I'm not sure what to really make of this. That's the give me something good, thanks. Yeah, I'm not sure what his vision is. So now Kiss rears its ugly head. It's boots. Yeah, which I mean, how could I just kill it? I don't get the decision at all. I keep forgetting to mod join sync these games. Plots. Okay. Let me get this off. Hopefully we get this off. We don't. So be it. So we lose Shuriken. Him plotting there was a bold play. Actually, I should have discharged there to cover. Even if he went to Hippo, Spikes did the thing. Could go Whimsy Cotton. No, that doesn't serve me. Let's see. So we'll flash here. I know it won't knock him out, but I know he won't knock me out. But his play is just gonna sack the Togekiss. Goes Hippo though. Yeah, I needed to hit the Raichu. Needed to hit that because now I don't have an out. Yeah, he can go slash and do whatever he wants. That's rough. That is rough. And now I'm slower than Terrakion anyway. So that's a game. The first couple games as of late have been tough, man. It's been tough. I've not been able to win them. Should just scald twice. I mean, we can scald crit. But yeah, that's the game. Don't know why he went wreck. If I crit him here, he loses. Don't know why he did that. Choked the game. He could have lost. Huh. Okay. This game was like super close, but it didn't. Like it shouldn't have been close at all. It should not have been close at all. And it's still somewhat close. If I can not get 2 killed here, or I can get the yeah, we lose. Kill Bell. So why would you even stay in with Raichu? Either way, the Focus Blast miss there was the game decider. That was not a game we were winning easily. The thing is, if their team deals with Raichu, remember the mod join sync. Look at, we're like 60. I think we're below 1700s. That's how low we are right now. We're 1695. Crazy, right? But I decided I'll get a video out. Raichu has been popularly requested. Hopefully we can hit our moves in this one. And I have a lot of, when I'm done with the thing that I'm working on, then I'll be back to practice. But the upside of this is we get to learn a lot of these sets, a lot of the damage rolls and all these things. Keep forgetting to take this damn lagging tail off. Don't know why it's there, and I don't like it. Don't like it. Fuck. Anything else? But yeah, core aim in this game is to sweep with Halavuchi. In order to do so, I'll need to set up versus a locked Hydreigon or a locked Terrakion. Yeah. Receive next to no damage, that way I can survive Ice Shard. And I'll need this thing to be low enough to where I can kill it. to force that in, I'll need to use my... Not sure, but RAICHU destroys him. It's actually a really good lead for us. It's tough, right? Because Toad is very important. So what we'll do is we'll go this thing. He guards very poorly against electric. Yeah, okay. This is perfect because I needed the damage on this for my Hawlucha CC to knock. Yeah, excellent. Potential heavy duty boost doesn't really matter. I'm gonna say matter. That's not the word I'm looking for. We can deal is what I'm saying. He doesn't seem to not know my Whimsicott speed tier. Just flash cannon predicts and knocks it out. Kudos. So now I know I can't lock in versus this. My Whimsicott was always slower there, so on the off chance that he was choice, I had to see if there was anything that was gonna get sacked, it had to be Whimsicott. Now what sucks is, you know, me having to potentially go hard Hawlucha here, and him going into wheezing. So what I'm actually going to have to do here is risk this speed tie. I'm gonna bluff. Oh, he just stayed in. Like, I could have been choice scarfed. I'm not sure why. He's gonna court change. Predictable. Give me 2 for 1. And I'm still outside of cloister range, like with my RAICHU. So Hydreigon has done more than enough as he goes straight rack. I have one more turn of electric terrain remaining, and as I said, ideal situation is rack locking itself in on something. Now I'll need stealth rocks up, so what I'm gonna do is just allow him to knock me out. CC. Yep. We're gonna go to Toad, which can take even a banded CC, I'm sure. I hope. If it's not banded, then he might go hard Araquanid. So SDs, that's fine by me. We'll go to Pin. Is he Sash? If he's Sash, which one would I rather keep? I'd rather have RAICHU. Problem with going RAICHU is actually no. So I'd go Hawlucha. If he's Misty Terrain wheezing, then that doesn't work out for us. I could also go RAICHU. I lose the wheezing and cloister. So we're gonna try to sweep with RAICHU towards the end here. If it is the case that he is, say CC twice. Trying to think if it matters if I predict here. No. So he's Sash. Misses the Stone Edge. You hate to see it. RAICHU again. Depending on the set, RAICHU would have done its damn thing. I still think it can do its damn thing by just clicking T-Bolt thrice. I'm surprised he went rack. Why isn't he going wheezing? Wow. Which means he's trying to get my RAICHU to be slower than his cloister. So for him to do that, let me think. If I Swords Dance, he has liquidations. He has to go to cloister. If I acrobatics, he has to strange steam, or I eventually beat him. No, he can Will-O-Wisp. He doesn't have to strange steam. Got 4 turns of terrain. Yeah. because I want to make sure that since he got sticky web up, might not be enough. The only way around that would have been to hard to RAICHU. Or I could have Swords Dance again versus the Arachnid, but then I'd be in Ice Shard range. He might have pulled it off. I need this to knock him out. It doesn't. Yeah. And my Surge Surfer just got neutralized. So yeah, man, we cannot win a game. Yeah, we're slower than Cloyster. We cannot win a game. Very, very well played by him by there. Like that, how he played that turn. Very, very well played. So now we have to Scald and hope we burn. Very, very well played endgame there. With the sticky web, one, I didn't think Arachnid could potentially live on acrobatics at 75%. So I didn't factor that in. So then he got the sticky web up, which I didn't factor in because I didn't think he would be able to live. I don't regret any of the turns. The only thing I could say in hindsight would have been if I had SD'd for the turn he sticky webbed. But again, I didn't think he could ever even live, so I didn't see the point in going for SD. However, the upside of that is we probably would have just straight swept with RAICHU. I don't know. Live and you learn. I'm very surprised he took that. Aren't you supposed to be on stream? But yeah. So yeah, I was streaming with Joey. Bro, it's like this is crazy. But this is actually a part of my book where like you improve drastically, then you have a dip. I don't know why this always happens. Like every time I've gotten back my skill, this has happened. Every client I've coached, they go up, then they dip back down, and then they soar back up. So we're gonna go the next jump rush we make, we'll relearn all the errors, jump back up 2000, 1900, 2000, and then the quality of the battles will be better because then I know the opponent knows what he's doing. So yeah, I didn't even make a game plan there. I impulsively clicked there because I knew what he'd do. But yeah, okay, Vica Volt. Okay, what is this? It's my destroyer. That's what it is. All right, so let's stop and assess where we are. So Soul Guards against Vish, Halucha with rocks up, sweeps, except Dracovish. He can't afford to lose Drill because then he's at the mercy of my RAICHU. What's Whimsicott's purpose? What can he guard against? What can he guard against? This is tough. This is tough. I know Whimsy can take at least one hit. This thing learned sticky web. This is the second sticky web player I'm facing. It doesn't really matter. Everything that sticky webbable RAICHU would already outspeed at +2, but I just find that interesting. This is the second one I'm facing. I do have defog, and it is priority. So ideally, I'll remove the Vica Volt. I don't think Hollow Chicken, if it could take. Leftovers Kiss. Huh. Togekiss is such an annoying Pokemon because of the hacks factor that I have to go take into consideration. Okay. So you're gonna Quake Guard or something? Still gonna go back to Whims, yeah. Tough decisions. I gotta pivot back to Pod. Figured he might rocks. Upside, I get to set up rocks, and I can always defog. Well, always is it's not true. Always is not true. Oh wow, I just died. It's always definitely not true. I don't need the rocks gone per se. I can start doing a lot. I need Raichu to hit, man. That's what this is gonna come down to. Are you fucking serious, Raichu? Bro, Raichu, you need to get fucking right. Like, for real. Kong coming out here would be pretty bad. Actually, no. Hydreigon's our best player. Hydreigon's still a problem. Massive problem. I'm pretty sure he's aware of that. So you may go Conk as a protection for that, but the problem with going Conk is that if I go Lucha, I sweep you. So you have to go to something that Lucha cannot set up on, which is likely Togekiss or Dracovish, if you want to go the Dracovish route. If this is, it's probably a Bandit Fish. Upside, Lucha takes on Drill, so like Hydreigon boosted just beats Hydreigon. Just in and of itself can beat this team. And what I'll do here is to cover, because I can lose if he does a couple things. Like if he just flinches me to death, then I lose. If he roosts as I go to Pinchurikin and flinches Pinchurikin down, I fucking lose, because then we're dealing with no electric terrain plus. So I'm debating. I don't know the role on Dracovish, which is pretty important, but not that important, because I actually don't need the Psychic Seed to win. Let me think. Nasty Plot. Actually, no, I have to go up in Shuriken here. So basically, why I was gonna stay in Hydreigon. So now he has to Hex, and he's gonna go for it. Thankfully, Pinchurikin is not having any of this shit. And now we get to go back to Hydreigon. Doubles to Drill. I can sweep him here. Didn't think he'd spin. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. But it matters if he spins again. Yeah. Okay, since he's staying in, bet. Alright, cool. 'Cause this is what he's trying to avoid. Problem is you spun again. And now I knock out Dracovish and I knock out Togekiss and I have a defense boost. So this one actually went a lot better than the others. And he only has one priority mon in Bisharp. So he was smart about it. Like, I agree with his rapid spin play, especially if you assume that I can still. He shouldn't have forfeited. Should not have forfeited there. Like he could have flinched me there or crit me into the point where Bisharp Sucker Punch could knock me out. So we finally got a win. That's cool. Yeah. Cool team. Cool team. But when we run into certain types of Pokemon, strong ground, I actually like. I don't use that. I don't use U-turn very much. Default momentum, we can keep that. And Raichu is just. I'm trying my best to have it be the shining light. This is not gonna be a long live. Maybe 30 minutes, especially because I'm uploading. I'm recording this later. Somebody just joined decided to join the Marine Corps. This dude, a younger dude, younger than me. He's like, I think he's 19. And you know, he just like, it's from my old job, and you know, he just hit up the group, so I think that's dope. But yeah, let's see. What's good? What's good? Have fun, my guy. All right, so Pinchurikin, another cloister. Oh no, can't believe he played that. I love how he handled that cloister towards the end with the sticky web. Here I am thinking guaranteed win. See, so the learning lessons, man. Nasty plot Hydreigon once Dragapult is removed. Not even necessarily once Dragapult's removed. Conditions that need to be met. Needs Seismitoad whittled. Hawlucha can sweep if not for Clef. Potentially. It could be Spadef Clef, which dies. Gotta be wary of Corviknight. Seismitoad's purpose is to hazard, but no real wall. Whimsicott, so it's gonna be Raichu plus Hydreigon in this. Hawlucha can do its thing, but I need certain conditions, man. I'm not sure if I'm able to do so. So it's not a good lead for your boy. I'm gonna hard switch the hard switch so we can pivot to Raichu, because what Swoobat I know run. Is that Specs? Is that no? What's that? What's that? Slay a spike. Hey, buddy. Ah, nice. So we might be able to get some mileage here. So what I'm gonna do is go on the offensive. She may be premature to do so. Whimsicott, Corviknight, Raichu, then Toad. Let's try that route. I was gonna go hard Hydreigon. He actually Toxics, so I'm glad I didn't go hard Hydreigon. I don't have U-turn. I just realized I don't have U-turn. So if okay, this works both ways. If you pivot to Corviknight, puts you in a spot where you got a turn, you got a U-turn. Otherwise, I could get a really strong. I guess he could defog, not fearing. I know I'd want me to nasty plot in his face if he finds that spike so appalling. Right, excellent. So get up bans here, which we're setting up. We expected a teleport, so we should be seeing Corviknight coming back in. We Scald burn, don't get the burn, but we do get one layer of hazards up. Rocks are a lot more important than spikes in this game. Heat wave, air slash, heat wave. Is that Specs? I feel like you're a non-stab heat wave should not be doing that much damage. So if heat wave did that much, psychic probably kills me. I'm gonna go Hydra as a mid-ground. Oh no, it was not the appropriate mid-ground. Because he's now at my plus 15,000 and he's probably Specs. Oh boy. This I'm kind of happy how well this Swoobat's trying to like it's trying to like assert itself. Please don't ask me. Okay, so he subs, which I think that means he's not. So I could have been a Scarf. I don't agree with that play. I could have been a Scarf Hydra. And just killed your Swoobat. Like you didn't know any information about me. So I thought he was Sash, so the play would have been to stay in there, all that and whatnot. But since he's a leftovers, I probably tank this. So he's Heat Wave. He's probably Heat Wave stored power, right? That's what you'd be. If he's Air Slash, I lose Hydreigon. Pretty big asset. Heat Wave stored power. Why would you be Heat Wave Air Slash? But I've seen people set up when they're not supposed to, meaning like they can't touch the Pokemon that's in he set up not being able to touch Hydreigon, but perhaps he was anticipating me to go back to Pinchurikin. I mean, Nasty Plot stored power seems like a really good strat. You get a +4. Come on, bro. Alright, so we DC'd. I think he stopped the timer. Yeah, he can't touch me. Yeah, it's cool of my boy Fussian. Is this the guy that thought I might join this? Did not might join this. So Draco and the Hex, both possible options. Whimsic Gods does the best play here. Whew. It's a tough crit. That is a tough crit because I wouldn't have died. Good Memento. The confidence through which he switched Clef into Hydreigon implies that he's likely deaf. I'm not sure I'm gonna manage the sequence out. Raichu might have to bite the dust again. It's just not pulling its weight. Or maybe I should double down on because I have two options. I can double down on Hydreigon. I can double down on Hawlucha. Let me see the sequence for that. Algae, bro. Algae. It's not my day today on the ladder either way. Been beat down. So let's see. Shadow Ball, Acro and a Hawlucha. Then we're staring at Raichu last one. Raichu beats everything except Seismitoad. Seismitoad comes in. He has to go for Skull. That probably kills Hydreigon. I think I'd rather double down on Hawlucha. Is that the right play? Because I can't beat Specs Dragapult after a certain point. Go Lucha here. Acro. Raichu. And if I double Raichu out, I think Hawlucha has less yeah, it has to stay in. I don't die. If I knew I didn't die there, I would have SD'd. Okay. If I knew I didn't die there, I would have SD'd. I didn't expect him to save the Dragapult either. He can always Ice Shard with Cloyster. I do have my terrain left, which is a big deal. I'm actually gonna keep this Hawlucha alive. You have to Iron Head, right? So I'm gonna hard to Raichu. I could try to defog. Defog makes sense too. I don't think he'd ever roost. Oh, that did 0. Yeah, he defogged. I need this roll. Nice. So pretty straightforward play here, even if he shell smashed. It's funny because Pinch might be able to eat this up. Alright, so I'm trying to think. Raichu after this. Raichu after this. Toad is too high on health. I can't beat the Toad. So if I have to go Raichu after this. I have to click Focus Blast. Focus Blast. Maybe he'll choke and not go Seismitoad. This is tough. I don't know if this is doable, bros. I don't know if this is doable. I'll spike here in case I live somehow. Like, I'd need him to make some reckless plays for me to pull this off. Like, I'd need him to go clef here. I don't think he'd risk, I think he'd just stay in. I don't think he'd risk playing around with that. There's a toad. He has to go for... That's the thing, with the fucking terrain up. Oh, he doubled the clef. Man, that could have been good for me. If I SD, I sweep you, don't I? You can't lose. He scouted for grass knot. That's what he just did. Okay. Which means you're gonna scout again. You're not gonna scout, I mean. So CC for the utmost. Then the terrain. So this is actually not bad. It's actually not the worst thing in the world. Because clef doesn't take it well, which is a problem. Now, question is, do you know what a god play would be? Him doubling out to drag. Actually, I have no reason not to just side shock again. And then Seismitoad can take any one hit from Dragapult. So we actually managed to pull something out here, which is surprising. I thought that good GG either way, whether he crit me or not. Actually, a crit wouldn't have even knocked me out. But I was certain that well, we made the right bet. Raichu finally did something, and I'm happy about that. Definitely got some work to do. Raichu, you could have won the first game, bro. It was your time. I have nothing to say about the second opponent. That sticky web play, him living and then stalling out the electric. Kudos to him, man. Kudos to him. Because then at that point, Raichu would just, but stalling out that terrain like that. Oh, excellent. Then we won the next two, I think. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching at the very least for 1721, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.